We fucked.
Hey guys, it's DJ Wonder Chrissy here with my Fix-A-Flat or tire sealant and inflator, as it is technically known as. So this is what I was talking about a couple days ago, that I've got a couple of these handy. These are great if you catch a nail or something and you don't have a tire inflator. I showed you one of those. Those are a great buy too at 40, 50 bucks. But for maybe $8, you can pick one of these up at Wally Mart or, AutoZone or O'Reilly's or wherever you do your car shopping. Even Maynard's. I love Maynard's. And couple updates for you today and some new news. I don't even know where to start. Let's talk about more office buildings in the Chicago area being slated for demolition. To give full disclosure, I used to work for this company, and it's crazy CEO named Eddie Lampert. Do a Wikipedia on that dude. He is out of this world. And have you ever heard the word eccentric? The word eccentric, that is Eddie. I got lots of stories about Eddie, but we won't get into those today. But instead, we'll talk about their Hoffman Estates campus over here. That was built in I think like the 1990s maybe. They moved all their offices out of downtown. I'm not sure why, but they thought it was a better environment for workers. But they were originally located in the Sears Tower, which is now called the Willis Tower. And then they, like I said, they moved all their workers out to Hoffman Estates, where they have like maybe 3 buildings out there. A lot of people like to describe it as the Sears Tower, but lying down, because it's more like 5 or 6 stories high and spread out, as opposed to straight vertical that the Sears Tower is. Well, anyway, I missed this news. One of my relatives pointed this out, and I did a little bit of research, and we found out that they're in the process of selling that campus over there. I think it's called Prairie Stone. They're a tenant over there, and I think they actually might even own it. Part of Sears may own that area over there. But anyway, 2 million square feet of office space slated to be demolished, and they're going to put in warehouses, possibly a data center over there. I know one of the buildings that they had there was actually empty. They didn't even finish it because I think there was a little rift between them and the city. They didn't have enough parking to inhabit that building. So they actually had, I think it was called G Building, was sitting there empty for all these years, not even furnished. But it was a beautiful campus. Like I said, I worked there. Now it's called Transformco. They're a privately held company. All I remember is that the building was in pretty bad shape. They hadn't spent a lot of money, refurbishing it or anything. And as a matter of fact, when I was there back in, when was that? Like 2016 or so, the atrium that they that connected all the buildings together leaked like a sieve. Every time it rained, and in the spring, if there was snow on the roof, they would come out with buckets and, have somebody there mopping the floor, because it was like marble or terrazzo, and got real slick when it got wet. So they had a lot of buckets there for that building. Instead of just fixing the roof, they went with the bucket method. So there you go, another headquarters slated for redevelopment and destruction. And 2 million square feet of office space down the drain. So there you go. What else can we talk about? Let's talk about Heartland Bank. I was doing some digging in that yesterday, and there's some interesting stuff coming up there. The FDIC is kind of tight-lipped on what actually happened. And I did find some information on, there's a forensic accountant that had a short video on YouTube, and I listened to that, and he said based on their balance sheet that everything looked fine for this company, this bank. Once again, Heartland Tri-State Bank in Kirkland, Kansas, I believe. They went under. It was a small bank, and I believe the official statement by the Fed is that there was a one-time event, whatever that is. They didn't really clarify. But this individual, says that whatever the event was, it cost like $69 million when you consider that they were a bank that had a profit on their balance sheet of $9 million, and the FDIC DIF fund came in and, gave them, bailed them out for $54 million. So there's $63 million that went somewhere, and so far right now, no one really knows where and why. So, more to come on that later. Yeah, more to come on that later. Another update. We were talking about that burning EV carrier out in, the North Atlantic off the coast of Denmark. I believe they're in the process of tugboating it back into to somewhere in Denmark. They're trying to figure out exactly where, and there's going to have to be a salvage operation going on there. But anyway, they did say that there was probably 500 out of 3,000 vehicles were EVs. So they didn't confirm or deny that the fire was started by an EV vehicle. So more to come on that, but just a quick update on that one there. So once again, folks, their EV technology is just not ready for prime time, if you ask me. And be careful what you purchase and charge up, because it may blow up in your face. That's just DJ Wonder Chrissy talking. Another update. What we're doing, I could just make this an update day. UAW. I did a video a couple days ago about the UAW contract negotiations, and GM is starting to leak some details about their discussions with the UAW, and go back and watch that video. It's crazy the demands that they're making, and it came out that the double-digit price increase that the UAW is looking for is a 40% salary increase over the next 4 years. So that would be an average, a 10% increase every year. I'm sure everyone who's watching this wishes they would get a 10% increase in salary every year for the next 4 years. So I certainly don't see, I don't even see half of this stuff being acted on by the big three, and if they did, they would certainly face bankruptcy, like our friends at Yellow Freight just did after they made their concessions to their drivers. And once again, that was a poorly run company, and it was just a matter of time. And again, that one there, Yellow Freight, was paid for and funded by the taxpayers, folks. You're going to see our federal government lose some cash on that. So there you go on that. Okay, so now my final update. We also talked about the last video, I believe, a $200,000 Hummer. So yesterday I was actually helping a family member with some financial details at a local credit union, and we asked the person that was waiting on us, how does one finance something like this new GMC Hummer EV, where there's a list price of $109,000 and a market adjustment of $90,000, making the purchase price of this car approximately $200,000. She went on to say that her bank or her credit union, which is a good-sized credit union in Illinois, they only allow for 125% of the car's value to be financed, which in itself is kind of a scary thing. So, in essence, they're allowing for rollovers of, if you say you had a car you wanted to trade in that you still owed money on, I'm sure that would cover that. Or, as in this case, they're willing to allow you to finance a potential portion of a market adjustment. So there you have it from a reputable credit union in Northern Illinois. Got a plane going overhead. Don't know if you can hear that, but we'll see. Anyway, appears like most banks and credit unions will allow you to take out a loan in excess or up to 125% of the car's value. So they'll give you just enough rope to hang yourself there, folks. And also in my travels yesterday, came across a couple of banks. I'm seeing the CD rates. We'll give you an update on those. I just bought some CDs from our friends at Charles Schwab the last couple of days and getting 5.2% right now. Out on the open market at local banks around here, they're offering like 4.1 for 13 months right now seems to be the going rate. So, as I said before, look at your Vanguard or your Fidelity or your Charles Schwab CD exchanges for some decent rates, and also check on those banks though before you put your money in those CDs, because sometimes these banks there's a reason why they're looking for money and looking for CDs and paying decent rates, and you need to understand the risk you're taking. So once again, I just bought some. And again, this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Got some CDs recently for 5.2% and a term of 30 days. So we're going with the 30 days. I am looking for the end or the month of September. Look for the rates to go up, and here's the reason why. The reason why rates in June were so high and why they're going to be high in September is these banks are looking for you to park your money there, and they want their books to look great, right? We talked about market manipulation. This is another way that banks manipulate things just a little bit, and I'm sure it's legal. But if they can pay a little bit extra, then get your money there before they close the books for the month, and their numbers look great. So that's why towards the end of the quarter, you're going to see those rates go up above market once again as banks try to make their books look just a little bit better. So that's all I have for you today. Hope you enjoyed the updates. Like, share, comment below. Help us with the algorithm, and I appreciate your views, appreciate your comments, and keep watching DJ Wonder Chrissy here at Land Cruiser Midwest. Over and out, folks.